28 minutes to 8.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Now, we're going to be there. Oh, say.
We issue. I was over to baby jet. We drove from an album. Baby jet to the Hollandia and there's a footballer landing.
Aye. Baby jet. Much yet to say.
Go on where?
Adumo, Yegusu. I don't pay how the same pa or them. Yes, so you be original games. But before that, Chief Franklin. So, our Chief, good morning.
Good morning, Chairman.
Apom.
Yami adum pa journals way.
Boko mehu be 2029. Intinya he. Cause mehu every 5 years. Mehu bako.
No correct.
But to the end year, maybe squad mehu be 2041. Maybe good morning.
Good morning, Chairman.
That is a great. It's Chief Franklin, your project coordinator among all regional games. Also, CEO of Genesis. Mavis Amponsai, CEO of Genesis. As a Majan, he doesn't need an introduction. Captain the Black Stars, the highest scoring ever. Kokrokoo Febika home. Singer,
the only baby jet in Ghana football.
Nanyo na tunu side you.
Jones atook a few can say meet him.
What's it?
Was he striker say or no handle or more as a coach? The only striker comfortably obey the number one top as a Mojan.
Comfortably.
Aye. Was it Utmi Crabo and Timudia Munya Mumbo in Simon? Begin so no more cotton. Why could you striker own to mention? Was why I buy a near jazz album.
Baby jet. It's the original games here, there.
Original games here. You ever find is a mini Olympic.
Peace FM.
Ghana mini Olympic. Maybe a terminal time I may ball active football. No. Now me who near my beer. Sebi I say other sports disciplines. No. I say now go for I forget your mokakra.
Yeah.
You know. We kind interco time you call athletics, volleyball, this animal, and one a PJI na ya be do some pempe so you know it's na fie no na ya dia amadwen ho be 10 years kra you know na me dia bobo how to implement it say you between all the regions are on be represent all regions are ebia na as akoye the national sports festival no munya be share wo Accra all the regions you know into na dia media bobo na original games for a buy say no so person me be similar into me so me dey account no say oh dear no because oh dear involve all the regions into yen kan timbo mu na yen your original games into me no cause our original games no it's all about I say mini Olympics 9 sports disciplines are 9 sports disciplines are all the 16 regions you know on best selected their best normal be compete with Accra you know Fan is Ashanti region, Western region, and I kick on all the 16 regions. No, I'm best selected their best from all the 9 disciplines. No, it is a volleyball, boxing, basketball, arm wrestling, athletics, tennis. Any sang the kick on team be 9 disciplines. I'm represent you more. Omunya be shower cry. Inti I call it a mini Olympics. Inti say all African games there cause no. Inti no and unti na you all regional games.
All regional games. Me yan inti 15th June and I'm here we have launch and I'm here day.
Not 15th June but yenya we be I say HB along the line you know. Okay. You person obi answer wo dignitaries I also invite you so be as wo it yeah Sunday it call 29th of June.
29th of June. Yeah. Na be
Baba Sports Stadium. You be say a Philly stadium no.
I see. Chief Franklin, when you coordinator bring back dynamics. I didn't need any be. Because baby just said 9 disciplines. Me just a football count.
Yeah, football count.
Tennis, athletics,
yes.
Volleyball, basketball, into 5.
Arm wrestling 6.
Para games 7.
And table tennis 8. What's the 9th one? And then esports.
And here
electronic sports. To say video game they play all the various kinds of sports on it.
Video games as well.
Yeah, electronics. It's more like the Nintendo, but then it's more electronic based. And then
that's
that
the
is
regions
picking up.
Omu representing region.
Yeah.
So region biani obi obe representing region. For as a PlayStation, so footballer, you only voter region ebebo.
Interesting.
Sports are promoter
Interesting.
And it's fast growing in Ghana as well.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So what are the dynamics? You're ending.
Okay, now we started with the regional tour. Yeah, 8 regions already.
I see.
Yeah, all the northern sector, and yeah, OT, and yeah, whole. And then coming Tuesday, we are headed to Western region, which Western region and Central by here Wednesday and Thursday, and then near descending about Eastern region. Then we come and do the Ahafos, and then we end up doing the final promotion in Ashanti region.
Okay.
And so far, the reception with the 8 regions we've been to, Gwami is crazy. Really? It's crazy. You could tell that there are so many youth that want to get into sports. And then this particular game is also going to help because now the youth have really detached from sports because of the happenings. Yeah. And
I'm surprised in Takopa.
Exactly. I mean,
growing up,
Interco was the best.
Yeah.
And now, with this, I say Interco mixed with coast football, the whole thing, and then we can discover them a bit earlier than what normally a bit chance and maybe obiwo cratchy and answer triponia and sana obinya quenya cra background. It will be a bit difficult. But with this one there, all regions are going for trials and select their very best. Then they will all come and compete in Accra. By so doing, at least in TV so Nipa will feel cratchy and Nipa will free hono or a very good unintentional friend under 23. And now says Nipa will a very good unintentional friend into the national team. Then out of this, it will be some of the clubs who can discover talent, which makes much easier. And yes, Anka Kwalakuna and Sana only discover no na be a creation. But with this event every year, the local clubs can discover talent. We can get the next as emergency international team and etc. And at the same time, Akwala Kono Sene Bianca obey wayward and also obey Niamanke Hunyano now they are being involved in sports as well. And so it's one of the good initiatives I personally supported it when it got to my attention and said, no, this is what he's trying to bring in. And if you look at it, the first thing we did was to build a comprehensive database. And what is happening is the database, baby, will go and register. Or register is just basic information. No, you see the sports discipline you are interested in. Another thing he's doing is that all the retired coaches he's bringing everybody back until whether that's the career and they are just one of Nanka or the experience now all the coaches are coming back in all the various regions. So here coaches we had almost about 400 to 500 coaches across the 16 regions that have registered. These coaches are going to be responsible in actually making sure they prepare this youth for the National Sports Festival. Another thing he's also doing is he's putting in place in terms of insurance policy. During the trial, he anticipates AB and Kolano Ebibenya injury on Bezebeye burden to the parents. And at the end of the day, there's insurance companies who are on board that during the festival and then the trials, in case Akolako who touch him and also Kupra, at least the insurance company will kick in. And with all the various 9 disciplines, year ready, then November 4th every year is the National Sports Festival.
November 4th.
November 4th every year, which they come and compete for the football, the trophy. Say the other sports discipline is going to be the medals. And then what he also intends to do is say, volleyball, basketball, the team that will come and win. He intends to go and build a basketball court or a volleyball court in that particular region in the honor of the team that came to win the event, who won the gold, So that is some of the things that he's putting in place. Then at the same time, we have 3 exit strategies. He's invited a lot of foreign clubs that will come and scout for talent at the National Sports Festival. Kolani BTB like you sign up with some of the foreign clubs. The second phase in here, we're hoping say the local clubs, through this exercise might also discover talent that might end up playing for the local clubs. And the final part, Bafo, which I don't know why he's not a media person, but Bafo is working in partnership with some of the universities that will give scholarship for some of the kids that they want to pursue education in the soccer or the athletic or the sports sector. No,
interesting. So, can university sponsorship and scholarship? So, Juma with the schools, various schools in the regions. Monyomoye Nkita collaboration on this.
So far,
because we're just talking about Intako.
Yes. So far, we've not directly written to schools. What we've done is for every we justify your inclusion because of the timelines, and because if you have to write directly to the schools, my belief is you have to get permission from GES and etc. So the process is a little bit cumbersome. So
long
yes. So you say akwalakwa or any form of interest in all the 9 sports disciplines, just go and register and go for the trial, and it's like justify your inclusion. And whilst the trial is going on, we have people like Coach Sapon, Kora, and the rest on board. They will be scouting for the talent and then shortlisting.
Coach Sapon, Dianka, and
yes. Coach Sapon no pay me.
Now, it's a very expensive enterprise.
Yeah, it's quite expensive.
How are you funding it?
I mean, as he clearly indicated, majority of the funding is coming from his personal resources. I mean, he's thought about this about 10 years ago, and few of his friends are also contributing to it. On top of that, we also have some good wills sponsorship that is also coming in through the back door. And at the appropriate time, we will put all the names up for people who are at the back end financing us, but majority, maybe about 3/4 of it is coming from him and then his friends.
I see. In all of this, how sustainable? Isan is a baby jet. Now for end game you're doing. How do you sustain it?
Okay, in terms of sustainability, we're aiming that most corporate institutions will come on board. One of the things I think that Ghana and then some of the African countries will not be able to identify as the business component within the sports fraternity, which some of the countries are actually building the economy through sports. And we genuinely believe with this initiative, with the corporate institutions coming on board, individuals, like for instance, we're setting up the GoFundMe account for all regions, and we're simply saying for the first maiden edition, people want to see how it's going to turn out. Now, we're aiming to make it more successful. Subsequently, we're hoping for all regions, say 10 episode of original, your region is coming to represent you in the National Sports Festival. And then with the FundMe account, whatever funding that comes in is being distributed among all the 16 regions, including the donations that is coming in. And then we've gone to a step further to set up the regional committee in partnership with the RCC, who are going to oversee this funding that actually comes in. And we have international donors also who are coming on board, showing a great interest. Surprisingly, some of them are international football clubs who have demonstrated interest. So with all this revenue coming in and with very good management system that we've put in place, we should be able to sustain it. And who knows, if it comes the mini Olympics in Ghana as we visualize it to be, we think a lot of corporate institutions, whoever government is in power also will contribute to, because this is something that we're doing for national, not necessarily as an emergency event.
Baby, it's been some background, so sporting disciplines, football, boxing, volley, basketball, arm wrestling, esports, athletics, table tennis, lawn tennis. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, sir, nyama we are okay now. Maybe we have facilities be anyhow, and our facilities do nko yesa. Enti obeda nya nipa ombe sadi.
Yes, a very, very good question. Your call no. These are one of the things you share or around. A lot of disciplines need be a struggle in terms of facilities in this animal.
Yeah.
Ubetia coordinator Franklin Okai say any team be winning gold no. Any discipline be winning gold no. Yenso ye ya to ye ho so say ye be ko akwa si sa a facility
wo
but see ade You better try say you better manage kakra because also in Kokrokoo na other schools no omu to me trainee in terms of other disciplines it to me ba. But this is the time you per se you improve sports and you only football. Into no you call on you hunyama bebre ya. I was say football for don't be good there. Your capacity no there and so football say about go see stadium or any the corporate organizations no bet me on board. ABA government crap bet me support to say initiative we send all kind because any idea I am me the I support to the whole of Ghana because
but usi sa facility you have be maintaining. What's that Ghana have maintenance in Koye kra.
Edu also to be maintained because yeah the idea about ofie now be German I say there and he say yeah famudie. Who expect say young kasa be say
how about various federations? GFA, GBA, arm wrestling. What's your role? Then
you engage your munya because Oshadena say me a football person and I'm person me boy sports. Intino so person say oh yeah tennis so say oh contact tennis federation because omo nim in and out of tennis ni nyina itino nyamiadom before cry be launch all regional games no ye meet federations ni nyina ameni omudi nkuta everybody was happy wo ejuma na intino so betie me federations ni nyina ya aware.
Maybe so. Genesis in all of this, what's your role? Then I'm more.
Chairman Pacha, that say. Genesis, ejume kobia ye share you can be say digital referencing platform and
bro fuck is a digital referencing platform. Boy, to us way.
I never try to make a tree in the park. See, they said, who said, Chairman, Ube who says, say no, Juma Bebre came in terms of senior, your fancy beer, employees young and craft with Juma, and now say, Wako who business people also put on ye Juma, then Ube who or ye were netch, Nana say or Beji, but on ye. And then also, ABA landlords, SOA have issue with tenants have issues with landlords. And sana a bad students who are intino Genesis a platform beer you're into 4 different groups. So to you employer to employee and now or business to business and landlords and tenants then the students. Intino about my things are based on this one with all regional games no dwelling more on the business to business way about all regional the entire Genesis effort to also say yeah be partner or more. And then they say I'll be a key sponsor for them. And then they say, all these coaches, any athletes in Nasifono. Most of the time, no bo on my own so ni page down or your and so and nema a fa kwajo hono. Unshadanim. And you know, the background checks no for all regional games. To make sure say ABA coaches now or more for my bomb run or so or yes say we are validating
say no cry now
yes say no cry say ampa only akoni obeka and say and because say no obi to meet na internet so no generate CV or the betu anima obehwe no obeka say san only akoni but ufa na djuma ni mu wi then you realize as more can na nyampa na say bibi into na Genesis yaba on board to also help all regional games. Snebe ya omo di omo ba be hihim no e betimi ahwehwe omo ase but we doing it digitally to make sure because obi betimi aye ejuma we bia achemas chiwo baby now we feel abesia ko tamale chiwo baby but you are not able to track it tie yin say mumfa sa o how ne ma ye na yenye ne yenhwe mamo snebe ya unu say wo fa akwadwo a I am reported the bro on Kwajuno is actually the same.
So verification purposes. Or maybe obi anfa azan bi anka say my Olympic games dance so no boa. Okay. 80 back end support and more I was had you. Maybe just some touch relay.
Bajwai.
That is a
Echo wonderful. It was great because touch relay you know na ye call round nanko for who say Olympic games you know.
Yeah.
You do regional minister no or also assume ma no accept say the region no aso original
games
and they will be prepared to face other regions. You call it easy
Really?
Takashipa almost your ombeji we see share. Yen chairman then call Eastern region. We see yen chairman call. It's as almost so I didn't know man to me manage pa. It's touch you the call round ma obi who say original games ya back room you call and everything was successful, wonderful.
All regional games, Ghana's Asamoah Gyan, Onichi Franklin, and Mavis, and yes, Ejumedi. Now, you all regional games November 4th. What next, Chief?
And to say November 4th, na senior earlier indicates every year event. And at the end of November 4th, in Kuala Sebe, foreign clubs in the between best culture. Almost our local clubs between me identify. Omanya successful, they'll go back and start preparing from February. And that the trial begins from February. So like every year. And then we continue in November 4th until the year. Then the regional trials begins. People will start doing the registration. Then we set up the timelines for the regional trials. Then at the end of the regional trials, they prepare for the national event, which is always going to be on the 4th of November.
Every 4th of November, we should look forward to it.
That's right.
Right. Mavis, then I'll try to answer Marco Baby Jetso.
But you make try to say, Omo ye ankwankre ejuma eba employers no any employees na Genesis aba say uhia the right person ubetimi aba yenye platform no so because we'll do the right validation and verification for what's never ya oda no ada when ya sunje say onu akona wa high no or the right person and na eba ankwankre ejuma say ye de aboa all regional games ne so a also be who say okay ni pay ya me ni ba be ejumai asema all can no yampa and sana landlords and tenants because ebi wo hodum ma do fie be obi abi wo be kwa akwaje no na se ne wa ye fie no
tan
say one kasa wo say me say so be bubu dan na sense ni foforo or something like that and landlords be so hard tenants so age it ye say your platform na correct to say bibi how adwe ya ye wo say ye be boa ma obetimi solve those things no so and na enye no nko say obi afọ obi ejuma na so ni obi aye ejuma na ekoyi a ye can say beka on platform no so until you are building a good portfolio in a nutshell no for one kasa wo ho and say the company and say employee no until oba your platform you pay be a free friend say rip file no is a RIB until referencing on identity business and employment. That's what they're referring to. No, Obia or Ghana or refile or ye so. It didn't that so. But as soon as you come onto our platform, then you are trying to actually generate sour refile. No, into the year when you say in the long term, no, we can actually even eliminate CVs because you have already built that portfolio
CV,
on there. To be per se on for Wejuma. As soon as also clicking on a special code. Into that special code, no, okwa employer and bit media to manasa business and the tuma. Say fear why obehu say one person will generate here which we saying of will try and generate some MPK on the platform. And you know that's what we are doing. You know all original games for the year so far no so good.
So far so good, Mavis and Ponsan. This one says please say hello to Mavis and to Chief Franklin, their family, and that's from Kwachua of Absa Bank. Who sent her love to both of you. Please tell Asamoah Gyan that whilst they are doing this, he should also help to develop talents for Jama. This is a special request. I know that he likes Jama. So, I'm out for Kwejo Dakon in North Kaneshi, kudos to Asamoah Gyan and his team for the good initiative. It's my prayer the program becomes sustainable to revisit our old intercontinental days. I miss Interco. And then tell Baby Jet that me feeling papa. Hey, I need to feel Baby Jet. Doctor, mommy doctor, you Marty. Baby Jet has me sure say, or no him say. Feeling the deep money baby Jet it will be back finally then I'll be talk about all regional games and now before that my chief any other comments before I go for the final word from Baby Jet
on the on the main launch on the 29th, just a brief on what is going to happen on that day.
Okay.
And we are inviting all the 16 regions to come and represent their region
in Baba
Sports Stadium. There will be bus. We're working in partnership with the RCC for a bus transport to be provided.
Okay.
And then secondly, all regional ministers will have the opportunity to sell their regions, because Obi Onoma Otenknai Oti onim what is happening in Oti, and answer what Oti is meant for.
Yeah.
And all the ministers will have the opportunity to address the entire stadium and then promote their regions. The second thing is we also want the opportunity for the regions to display their cultural dance. And Obiji said, Chairman, if I ask you, say Oba Savannah omo cultural dance here, then
no idea.
Exactly. And it's also an opportunity to say region beyond Sude ne Nagro Eba to come and display on the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. So we're also promoting the culture over there as well. Then the other thing also is say we are ankra business ubetimia pam jerseys and now say tracksuits for the regions and we're opening up because we want to minimize importation. And then at the end of the day, say if you have the capacity to sew the jerseys and the uniforms, you can go onto allregionalgames.com and apply. Then you can sew the jerseys. We want to promote local businesses as well. And if you say you have the capacity, call www.allregionalgames.com. Call register. At the same time, so person sponsors who are call allregionalgames.com. Call apply as a sponsorship. You the various criteria of sponsorship over there. So on that day, there's a whole lot of displays that is going to happen. Fortunate enough, there were artists being so they are coming on board to perform officially. I think when they say and the rest has confirmed that they are coming to perform, and they're free, getting free, totally free. We're not charging a penny. And these are some of the things that is going to happen on the 29th of June this year.
Interesting. This one says this is a yeoman's job and we just need to commend Baby Jet, but we also need a deliberate plan by corporate Ghana and the government of Ghana to help unearth talents. Bless Asamoah Gyan for the thoughts and initiatives. This is from Charles Techi Boydum, who sent this one. Now, Samuel Ayepe, former MP, Osimi Misao, say, will there be live television coverage?
Yes, there will be a live coverage, and then my main for a few days on GTV for us for all their support. The sports minister and the deputy, the NSA board, that's the Doji for their support. All the federations, they've been very accommodating, very welcoming, and very supportive. And me fa kwenye so fanda obibiase. Na se me purchase person sponsors who number near 050 654 9630 050 654 9630 for sponsorship kitwe bien so kakra de be support either will region so person sponsor directly for your regional or the bar no one is be way for T way for Karachi way for Savannah, and then call directly to the region to prepare the region for their the trials and also the final sports festival.
I see. And then this one from Nane Kuyamwa Boating Ablikuma Central says, congratulations to Baby Jet. I pray the good project that he has started will bear fruit. Yes, indeed, it should bear fruit. Yes, the sponsorship number Nibio 050 654 9630. That is 050 654 9630. Congratulate Asamoah Gyan. I'm excited whenever I hear him do something good. Okay. This one says, I love him so much. I nearly lost my sight in 2010 after that penalty. I'm super excited to hear him in your studio. He has my total support. Nana in Adenta, don't worry. Asamoah Gyan himself nearly lost his own mind after that penalty. So I'm sure that we'll always remember, whether it's for good or for bad, it is all good. We'll always remember. Baby Jet, final comments.
Final comments is Chief Franklin Akani. The Bekan say Obia and register with www.allregionalgames.com. And they're very, very important. We are can say sponsorship, ehun here pa the corporate Ghana will be up say or sponsor all regional games in there. You are welcome because you na boy Ghana for Ghana and for Samoa Jan mpese be ko Olympic games obi hu nipa ba ko a one discipline pe you be say hu Ghana say dominate sadie no you nim say first edition struggles kakra beba but making sure say we do it better in the subsequent years because idea pese every year into corporate Ghana government and also be our pese or support to initiative we be the person is welcome.
050-654-9630. That's the number to call for sponsorship for either the entire event or even for your region. 050-654-9630. And senior baby jet can reach me at call www.allregionalgames.com. www.allregionalgames.com. Genesis for also say on social media handles mu faces abukuno where Genesis, LinkedIn Genesis, Instagram where Genesis, YouTube Genesis.app. The Genesis is spelled GENESCIS. GENESCIS. Now baby jet you need to hey dear send baby captain of the Black Stars. Latest selection who say
before I go hold be say me kai say a man in Bema
of course
I say promotion you refi say or say you can say
a man in Bema
nti ama man registration no form pa nti je ma on person participate in say omonko www.allregionalgames.com na bibia anya fine because you person be yi mu I say yeah man in Bema
nti a man in Bema sporting disciplines to football, boxing, volley, basketball, arm wrestling, esports, athletics, table tennis and lawn tennis. Okay, I say ball on tennis pa.
Me ade.
Say men kokra buwa banka mi face you.
Mato.
Ba say dem amre. Say dem amre.
We are zero really obi.
Oh me nya zero. Zero dey me nya but oba mi puso. Say kotodwe ne mfa. Sa usu ni say na tennis here, uni kotodwe papa mfa. Kotodwe ne mfa. Iti ya bonus obery tenable so turn na so Charlie bog baby jet it's the latest Black Stars team who is saying
I think say a very very good team Oshe team now young players or more bano they are doing so well for their clubs you know I will say commend you for that because Oshe team now almost 5 to 6 players able Premier League. Okay. And other players also almost all different countries, you know. Almost about more modern. They made their part. They say, age, you know, to say, they are in their early 20s. In the next 5 years, I think they can dominate Africa.
Until you have faith in this team?
I have faith in them, but it's just a gradual process. I feel now new faces, new coach. I don't know, so on a team look World Cup, but you funny say I feel now about full time also the team it me advice I'm Ghana for they say a team na here building in the Ghana they penetration but I feel say accept your football no send your courses here because recently no consistency no any hosa you know I will say you focus on performance more you focus on performance I think say gradually we say win no be start Abama team we are dominating. I have very good confidence in this team. Say they are young team or mobile into Ghana for nya check akra mom.
Into GDP say it will go back to winning ways.
Say nya into what say mom we say standard na other generation no erase no. Say Ghana ko boy expect say I will say you dominating but say you say different generation and I year building no you know my home say be 5 years plan and I say we can able to win AFCON we can but of course you say win I think say a bonus because this is a new team we are building you know I was say you need to say more and you share players now it's obvious say they have a future and they are young they are on bet me bibia you know you need to say more I think say bibia bet me okay you need to say more na build the team now bet me
O kan to Basiano, yes, it did Japao. Say, on no way to Basiano.
About your all the meeting.
Oh, say you see in the film. Also, we are captain before. It meaning what it is.
Sir, I don't know make before say coaching decision. Into your the CCI fan. The team no be team ni win ya na ye be support. Into no yensu the be ya the best support team na ma baby ayi no. But
Nentia me bisa say also you film e hye pa.
Me yen me film.
Na ye odan.
Ocha me there na different way to get that.
No, me pesa me psyche na se.
But me yen me film.
Into the end the time so ye.
We akasakasa buy and I me decide say me mbo biom. And I'm picking for me kasa and me buy. But yen me film.
Aha, but we dey in the film. Me pesa me
minim dia course we chiri.
You go all your footballer. Why a captain da? Aya na pesa me tia se the psyche. Bibi sa ba. Wo dey say akasakasa ba sa umbo biom no. There your yaw and now free say you still had more to give. I just want to understand what's in the player's mind.
Obvious about the captaincy issue. And mama good reason tia. Ye captain. And this is my bufu say oh yeah there so money pa kono reason tia. Oh yeah, but now me reason na tangible.
Okay.
And you know I decided say me di yaw me buefu. And you know ya there I will stay back. But say there yeah businessman what original games you know you
say onya Black Stars captain bio Baby Jet. I don't pay you that. Say I wish you well with the original games.
Thank you.
Say yes you bit me akaka be dia boa no e ya na me hu na so ya dia boa. Say ja aya wo die you be support yara.
We are invited o let akra wo you know 29
Baba Yara
June no there.
It's a weekend, right?
It's a Saturday.
It's you know.
Nyame
you say we nyame
also pledges is here.
Okay nyame ho a you
Mate.
You t-shirt so by.
Okay.
Represent this are the Excel and
oh bed 2X now have my free crowd. Hey Maza Baby Jet me a 6-pack to say
hey there
it too dear
t-shirt by for original games no.
Okay interesting.
The mount FF
it is yeah Debbie uncle
you know
Debbie
and you say the special
yeah
now Franklin me know your size o me asama dem me know size o
Tema me say 1XL
oh how
it me say large cra
oh
na
me say one barrel ya okra me nyu na one barrel holders asama ja na 6-pack me know there one barrel holders
na say
also ba ho asama ja also ba ho
me baba me say
o baba oh ya ubeye bia at least kakra beba
kakra beba mu ba
musu e baba fi o
me mi ame o
me dey fufu no
na wan bi o
say baby e ko bi promote fufu
enti baby bia beba
any doc no
Baby Jet with us no pay
say that's it
Mavis thank you so
thank you
Chief Franklin you better sir 11 minutes past 8 in the morning. And that was our guy, Baby Jet, with the original games. Shouting out to a brother, shouting out to a friend. Kokrokoo Santio Fori into me. Happy birthday to you. It's from your dear wife Gifty and your children, from GPS 82, and from all of us to you. You used to call yourself Joel. Joel Ofori into me, aka Kokrokoo Santio Ofori into me. Oni Afrishiapa. Happy birthday to you, man. A belated 70th birthday wish to Mr. Nyakon of Taifa and Christ the King Church. Yesterday was your birthday, Mr. Joe Nyakon, aka Euforiata. God bless you richly from your children, your friends, and the family.
Welcome to the dawn. You have just accessed the beautiful